we're gonna YOLO it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey everyone, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits, and we are back with another deck video, coming back to Raichu V, and one of my favorite cards. And we've made a couple of decks with Raichu so far, one with Arceus, one with Raikou, and I got a number of comments on the previous videos that said, hey, what about Boltund V? And I was like, you know what about Boltund V? So we've got a new version of the deck that does include Boltund V and VMAX in the deck, and I understand the logic for why one would include Boltund V in an electric type deck, because it's got the move Electrify on your first turn. Going second, for 1 energy, you can attach 2 energy to the bench, which can help power up a Raikou, could help power up a Raichu, or could just attach energy to anything on the bench in order to ultimately power up Boltund VMAX or Raichu for that matter. And I think going up to Boltund VMAX, there's a couple of benefits to adding this to the deck. One, you get a tankier attacker. Yes, you give up 3 prizes, but you do have 320 HP, gets you out of the way of getting 1-hit KO by Arceus. Kind of more or less gets you out of the way of getting knocked out in 1 hit by Mew. That one's still kind of a problem, but you also benefit from having Bolt Storm for 1 lightning, 1 colorless, being able to do 30 damage for each lightning energy attached to all of your Pokemon, plus 30. And you're kind of building the same engine that Raichu would need towards the end of the game. So there's a lot of synergy there between Boltund and Raichu. And just in case you need it, Max Bolt, 3 energy, 2 lightning, 1 colorless, does 230 damage. And during your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Max Bolt. And that's okay if you need it just as a one-time shot, because also in the background, you're discarding energy, attaching it to other stuff, and Bolt Storm after a turn or 2 should be okay to go. That being said, I still prefer having Raikou in the deck, particularly to start, because it's got the ability fleet-footed, helps you draw cards, and also it's just a little more reliable of attacker in the early game, because its damage is predicated on how wide both benches are rather than having electric discarded. So I like having Raikou at the beginning of the game to hit a little harder until you can get Boltund set up, at which point now you've got a tanky 3 prize attacker that's doing 200 plus damage consistently regardless of bench size. And then at the end of the game, if it really comes down to it, you've got 1 prize left, you've got options. You can go with another bulky Boltund V, or you can just go straight up for the 1-hit knockout on a big prize Pokemon or multi-prize Pokemon with Raichu, which has the move Dynamic Spark, which does 60 damage times the number of lightning energy you discard. So very easy to get 1-hit KOs towards the end of the game. And in terms of card counts, I've got 3 Raikou, 2 Raichu, 2 Boltund, 2 Boltund VMAX. You can kind of play around with these a little bit to get, the right sense. I personally like to go, start with Raikou, so a little more of those, a couple of Boltunds. You only really need 1 to get in the game, and then 1 to 2 Raichu. I personally like to have 2 because I oftentimes find myself in a position where I have to discard 1, and you don't want to lose your end game attacker in case you need it. So those are my counts at the moment. Feel free to play around with those. We've also got, of course, 4/4 Mareep and Flaffy. You're going to use that Dynamotor ability to get all of the energy on the board, either to just get a Raikou up and going or Boltund up and going, or to have a whole bunch of energy spread out across the board for Raichu to land that game-ending attack. We've also got 2 Bibarel and 2 Bidoof, so we can draw more cards. And I've got Crobat here. I've been playing around with Crobat and Lumineon. I personally like Crobat because you can use Crobat on the first turn, and you get a whole bunch of cards rather than one specific supporter, though there are times where you might really want that specific supporter, and Lumineon could be a substitute here as well. We also, just in case, we have a Manaphy here, but I'm not so sure about the inclusion of Manaphy here. Yes, you need to protect the Flaffies, but really you're trying to protect against Urshifu, and that's the biggest card right now that does spread damage. And Urshifu is kind of gonna destroy this deck anyway. Just Gale Thrust for 300 damage on any of these attackers is just pretty brutal. So you may just want to opt out and just take that as an auto loss. and go from there. But I've got Manaphy in the deck for now. In terms of trainer cards, we've got 1 escape rope, 4 quick balls, 4 ultra balls, partially to get whatever Pokemon you need and any evolutions, but also to discard lightning energy to get it in the discard a little quicker so that you can power up your Boltund. We've got a trainer or a stadium mix of 2 Paths to the Peak and 2 Stormy Mountains. I think Stormy Mountain is great in the early game to help establish your board, but really you don't need that many of them because at a certain point it just clogs your deck and you just 1 or 2 is fine. I personally also like to have Path to the Peak to try and slow down decks like Mew in hopes that you slow them down for a turn or 2 and that's enough to get your engine going. We've also got 3 Boss's Orders for Gusting, 2 Marnie, 3 Professor's Research, 1 Raihan to attach energy when a Pokemon gets knocked out, as well as draw a card of your choice. I find that to be pretty handy. 2 Air Balloons, you're going to need these for pivoting in order to, something gets knocked out, you can bring a Flaffy up to the top, charge energy to a second attacker, and then bring them back in. So I like to have 2 of those. And then I've got 1 Big Charm and 1 Cape of Toughness. This one you can play around with a little bit. I think that Raikou in particular benefits greatly from Cape of Toughness. It gets you out of 1-hit KO range from Arceus, from to a certain extent Mew, to Zacian even. I know no one's really running Zacian anymore, but gets you up to 250 HP, which is a pretty good number to be at so that Raikou can tank and survive 2 hits or survive an extra hit, which can be a huge difference maker. And we've got Big Charm here, which only does 30 or plus 30 HP, but it also works on Boltund V in case you want to start with Boltund, because right now 200 HP, not a great number. Arceus plus Choice Belt is going to knock that out pretty easily. So being able to start with Big Charm early and then, tank a hit and then go into Boltund VMAX where Boltund VMAX can still get the benefit of the Big Charm can help you there as well. That being said, I personally prefer to have Choice Belt on Boltund if you can keep it not... If it avoids getting hit in the early game, having that Choice Belt is almost the equivalent of having an extra energy attached to one of your other Pokemon and hit a little harder. And last but not least, we've got 10 electric energy, and you might actually want to put a little more in here just to get more energy out early on. Okay, first matchup, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has supported the channel on YouTube, and oh, that sucks that we lost the coin flip. That supported the channel and watch these videos. In particular, the Raichu ones have done very well for the channel, and I truly appreciate your support, and I hope that the other deck lists helped out in terms of getting your electric deck going. Ooh, we got a Raichu to start, which is not necessarily ideal. There is a benefit to starting with Raichu in that Raichu can... Oh, another electric deck. Huh. Okay. Let's see how we want to play this. We might actually want to start with Raichu in the active here, because there is an opportunity for us to get to land a 1-hit KO here. Now, I'm going to discard that electric energy and put down a Bidoof. And hopefully we can get a secondary attacker here shortly. We do get a balloon. That's fantastic. And you know what? Oh, I can't knock off the Stormy Mountain because that's probably going to help them there too. Do we want a discard right now of... No, we'll let it go and let's fast charge. And we're going to attach energy to Raichu. And right now, based on where this is set up, we might actually be able to hit for 240, which may not be enough to threaten. Uh-oh, Crushing Hammer. Hate to see this. Uh-oh, heads? Damn. Okay, that's kind of a problem. And the Path to the Peak. Yikes. And the Marnie, no! Oh, that was a wonderful turn for them and a miserable turn for us. Yikes. Okay, well... Let's see what we can do here. And they get the air balloon on the Tapu and another balloon on the... Oh. They're going to Crobat here? Yep. Wow, what an amazing turn of events in their favor. And all of a sudden... Oh, they pathed themselves! They can't get it! We're still in a bit of trouble here. What does Tapu Koko actually do? If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, the active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So this isn't actually the worst, because we can get a... Oh, I don't want to... Do I try and land the KO on... Okay, let's draw a card. We do get a Flaffy here. That's great. And I think we got a Professor's Research. And I definitely need to get at least an energy so we can attack here. And yeah, let's go Raikou here. Attach. And okay. And if we use the... Yeah, let's go discard that Bibarel and whatever that was. Now I guess the $1 million question here is it worth it to burn all our resources to take out this Boltund? And it might be. If we had bossed here, okay. 20 6 12 18 24. Okay, we're going for it. We're going for it. They also have no cards. They also can't knock out Raichu in this first go. So we will get... Oh, they will paralyze, though. Damn, I forgot about that part. Okay, so maybe that wasn't ideal. Maybe that wasn't ideal. Because now they get the paralysis. And... Ooh. What is the best way to go about this? Do we go Boltund? Do we go... Yeah, because we can't even move Raichu off the active here. I think we have to go in reverse of how I actually want to play this. And go with a Boltund next. And... Actually, you know what? Maybe we boss right now. Yeah, let's go and pull up Crobat. Just to give us a bit more time. And maybe we get something like a switch or something here. Nope. Okay. Well, let's go and attach some energy to Raikou. And worst case, we will have more energy for... Okay. We will have more energy for, Okay, can they... What does this do? Attach them to your lightning Pokemon in any way you want. Okay, they're gonna have to give up a prize. And we're getting Marnied anyway. Okay, what's the play? We will get... Ooh. So they need... Alright. I was not expecting Raichu to live there. And that is... I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Can Raikou take... 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay. We can score the KO here. We will retreat. Bring in Raikou, and we'll put Path to the Peak in. I know that actually stops me from being able to do Fleet-Footed, but hopefully we can make this worth our while in some other way. Okay. Actually, this may pay off in... We still don't have a Boltund V. A Boltund VMAX would be really nice here. Like, really, really nice. Raikou is going to be able to tank this hit. I think Raichu becomes really important here, because with Raichu, we can take a one-hit KO on a Tapu Koko. They do have the balloon on the one, which does let them pivot. So I think it's imperative that we get a Raichu going, especially, yeah, they take out, ooh. Okay, what's our route here? This is actually kind of fascinating. I have a feeling yeah, so they're going to be paralyzed. That kind of stinks. I think we're going to stall for time here and go put some energy on Raichu just to get it on the board primarily. And let's go and attach a third energy to Boltund. Yeah. And do we... Actually, let's stall for time a little longer by bringing the other Tapu Koko up. And you know what? I'm going to quick ball away this Manaphy just to thin out the hand. And go from... I want to be able to draw cards. Actually, I probably should have taken something out. So we can... 1, 2, 3... I think we've got them in checkmate. I think we have them in checkmate. This is a really weird match. I don't think I've played. Yeah, they only need one. Let's see. Are they gonna bench the... Okay, no. I think they were also just thinning their hand to try and get the card they need. Ooh, hammer. Oh, this might be a problem. Does that? Oh, no. Multiple hammer. Oh, that's actually a big problem now. What? 3 hammers? Tails, 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 tails. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think we still win. I think we still win. Check this out. Right? Dynamotor. That's 4. This is 5. And 6 times 6 is 36. So let's retreat. Bring Raichu up. Attach the 6th energy. Dynamic Spark. And let the clip go. And that should be it. Okay, we got him! Taking a whole 8 prizes there. GG's. And yeah, Tapu Koko, I have not seen seen anyone really play that deck. That was tough though, and we will take the win. And yeah, having Raichu attack early, which I generally wouldn't play this deck in that order of going like Raichu into Raikou into Raichu, but it did help us there in the end. So we'll take it. GG's. Okay, let's try this again with our Raikou, Boltund, and Raichu deck. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of Boltund action in the first match. We're going second here, and this might actually be an interesting case study for having Boltund first, because we can use Boltund to power up Raikou right away. And we're up against something water-based. Oh, it's Jolteon. Okay, this is not ideal, like in the slightest. Oh my goodness. Okay. We can try actually. Oh, that's not the card I was looking for. If we have Manaphy, this becomes a different conversation. That said, we have to be mindful of our bench spots and how we set everything up here. I definitely want at least 2 Mareeps, maybe even 3? How much energy is in the discard right now? I do want to keep the... Do I want to set up 1 more Mareep? And, you know, no, we're going to leave it at this. Okay. So this is actually a really this is a really good use case for Manaphy, because in a match with Jolteon, they're gonna need to burn at least one more. It's gonna take them a long time to whittle down Raikou and Boltund, and then yeah, Raichu just comes in, no prob, and smokes them. And they could try and boss up the Manaphy right now, but that's one turn where they're not hitting a main attacker. So let's see how they do this. They will get the second shady dealings, and you know, maybe they boss up Manaphy now, and that would suck. But let's see how we navigate this. Jolteon, still the best electric deck. That being said, it is very tough right now. Yeah, they're gonna go for the boss on the Manaphy right now, and we don't really have a save for Manaphy, which is the challenge here. However, let's go 1-2 and get a Flaffy online to get this Boltund charged up. And I don't want to put anything else on the bench. Like I kind of want to. Okay, let's Marnie here. Not ideal. I think what we really want is we do get a Boltund VMAX, which is great. However, yeah, we would really want a. Yeah, we're not going to do a lot of damage here, unfortunately. Ooh, do we set up a Raichu now? Is the $1 million question. Or do we save that for later? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I am scared that we're going to... Actually, let's flood the bench. Right? And I'm going to... Yeah, how do we play it with the... I want to surprise them with Raichu. Okay, so they're still going to need to ping something to get the KO. Um, 30... 90... Oh, and they're going to use Cheryl here? Ugh. That sucks. That really sucks, actually. And they're going to pull out a Zigzagoon and ping something. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the Zigzagoon. Okay. So we do lose. That's really unfortunate. Will Flaffy... Can Raichu do enough here right now if we decide to go that way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think so. Let's try it out and see what happens. We will get a balloon on. We're gonna use Raikou as our pivot here, and oh, we can actually just discard energy. That's great. Okay. I don't think we're gonna run Bidoof this time. Hold on. Oh, I have to discard now. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll take out another Raichu. And I will attach this Raichu. How much energy do we have on the board? 1, 2... Okay. Let's draw another card just in case while we're here. And retreat. Discard that one. And we're going to YOLO it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. I only needed 5. Ah, shoot. I have misplayed that really bad. I don't know how to reconcile that. Oh, okay, hold on. We kind of got bailed out a little bit there. Maybe. Maybe. Hey, we got the win! I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, swinging for the fences that time really helped. Jolteon would have destroyed us, but yeah, having Manaphy on the board just for that one turn was enough to set up for a big Raichu KO and take out Jolteon, which was fantastic. All right, back with another match, and we haven't been able to show off what Boltund brings to this deck, unfortunately. Raichu kind of stealing the show here with the big damage, and really hoping that we can... Okay, here's Boltund up top, which isn't necessarily the worst. I don't want to bench Raichu yet. If we were going second, maybe, just to get the value off of that. Oh, we are going second. Okay, then this is a slightly different conversation. However, do we want to risk clogging the bench with the Raichu, knowing that we're going to have to discard energy to use Raichu? I don't know if I like that. We do have the big charm off the top, though, which will help us prevent, help us not die. They have a terrible start, by the way. And we will get 2 energy in the discard. I don't want to give them... we're going to get rid of Raichu here, which may be a mistake. Hopefully we get... Okay, we get a Boltund, which isn't necessarily bad either. We will put this Flaffy down, and I think the play is to get a Raikou here. Ooh, we could Crobat to kind of draw more cards. How greedy are we feeling? No. I do want to power up something off this turn. So we're just going to go and attach to Raikou. And what helps here is that even if we decide if we can't get to Boltund VMAX, we can attach an extra energy, retreat, and then attack in full force with Raikou, and just reattach the energy to Boltund with a Mareep, and then yeah, eventually we'll hopefully get at least 2 Mareeps on the board and get things going from there. Though our opponent might be stuck at the moment. Oh, here we go. Is this where Arceus comes in? Oh, Ice Rider. Okay. They will pull... Ooh, here comes the Melanie. And this is not a bad matchup for us, I don't think, but Raichu becomes imperative here, because at some point we're probably going to need to one-hit KO an Ice Rider, which is not ideal. I think Ice Rider's an interesting... Oh, Arceus Ice Rider. Ugh. Not feeling that too much. Okay. At least they gave us a wide bench, and they will be... Yeah, if we pull up Raikou early, Raikou's going to do a whole bunch of damage here. We do get the pivot. That's great. What do we want to do here, though? Because I could go to Boltund VMAX, which would be... I think we want to do that. Whether we end up attacking with Boltund or not, I think we want to do that. Because it might still be better for us to attack with... Oh, okay, we do have the energy. We do have a Mareep here. We can hit for 220 right now. I don't know if I want to. Here, let's go with... Let's get greedy. And we're going to go Crobat. And just draw a bunch more cards. And we do get a second balloon, which is great. We can attach energy to just to get it out on the board somewhere where they're unlikely to hit. And let's go Path to the Peak. There we go. We don't need Path anymore. We will hit for weakness. Ice Rider's not going to be able to one-hit KO us. So we're not too worried about that. Let's see if they can... They'll probably get a stadium to knock off. So this isn't as scary in the sense that even if... Okay, I was going to say they can't power up. But if they've got the double turbo, then we're a little bit in trouble. Yeah, there it is. They will fill the bench. Can they evolve Ice Rider, though? And can we? Okay. 30, 60, 90, 20. I'm going to get rid of Manaphy and a Mareep here. And we will go get another Flaffy. And I think we got to KO an Ice Rider here. How much energy do we have left? We only have one on the board, which is not ideal. Actually, yeah, ideally, it would be... I mean, we could also just snipe a Luminion, but I kind of want to save that for later. I think that Ice Rider is the bigger threat. Can we knock out Ice Rider? Because it's 30 times... 30 more damage for each attached to all your... 30, 60, 90, 20, 80. 210. Yeah, this should do it. Okay. 4, 3, and we're gonna lose a... We're gonna lose Boltund. Are we gonna lose Boltund here? 180 plus 1. Yeah, we're gonna lose Boltund, and that's okay. Oh, we will get Marnied, so we will lose Raichu. We really need Raichu towards the end of the game here. But we do have a boss, which is great. Though, what's the strat here? How many bosses do we have left? Because we can go... Oh, we've already used 2, which is not ideal, admittedly. If we boss up... Okay. I think we need to... I think we got to set up Raichu. 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay. Do we actually have game? Wait. Okay, hold on. Let's, we might have game here. 1, 2, 3... How much energy is in the discard? 4, 5. If we can get 1 more energy, I think we win. Hold on. We're going for it. Swing for the fences. Okay, hold on. Energy. And 1 more. And now we just go full bore. Got it! We take those. Okay. All right. And there we go. That is our Boltund, Raikou, Raichu deck. And I think we got a little bit of everything there. Boltund kind of showing off being a little tanky at the beginning there, landing some big hits. Raichu kind of stealing the show yet again, that Arceus Ice Rider match was kind of crazy, being able to set up just enough energy to land that one-hit KO on a clean, like a clean Ice Rider VMAX was huge. And this deck is a lot of fun to play. That being said, against the meta right now, it is a little tough to get this deck going between Avery and Urshifu and Arceus. That being said, not everyone is playing those cards, and this particular deck is not particularly expensive to build in PTCGO. So if you're on a budget and you're looking for a fun and competitive enough deck that'll keep you in games, this is definitely one to consider. And based on, like, if you can't get Arceus, Boltund's not bad. Having Boltund V charge up on the second turn, ideally if you can get a Charm on to kind of prevent dying on that first hit, and being able to attack with it in the mid game to hit for, either 230 or whatever energy you've got attached to your Pokemon is really helpful. And having the extra being able to take the extra hit and being able to go down to 5 to 1 prize left and have Raichu hit something big at the end can be pretty clutch as well. So again, thank you for watching, and in case you're interested, there are many more deck videos that I've got on this YouTube channel. Just go to the playlist that says like Pokemon TCG decks, and there's going to be dozens of different deck videos with walkthroughs on how to play them and example games and all that on there. So again, my name is Jet from inthirdperson.com. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Later.